last piece of this that I'm going to share with you, which is, again, the most strategic part of it is, folks, I have never, ever, ever wanted to understand a comp plan as I was a builder in the field. As an owner, I do want to understand it, and we have created a very special and unique compensation plan. But please understand, we have not created anything special. This isn't some new, never been done before thing. The most important part of this to you is that the transparency in which the comp plan cannot be manipulated. Your payout cannot be manipulated, number one. Number two is the fact that we pay on average 50+% every single dollar that comes into the door. And then the third part that's more important than anything is you want to understand, what do I have to do for that comp plan to pay out and me not have to learn all the pieces of it? Well, we call that the play. It's the last little circle there you see on that page. And the play, what it is, it's just a simple method to help you grow your Navan business by default. If you do this activity, your Navan business is going to grow and you're going to have the success and you're not going to leave anything on the table. That's all the play is designed to do. And it's to help also get back your initial membership fee within your first 30 days. What does that mean? How do you do it? You just become a manager. Most of you saw that manager is one of the first ranks we have inside of our compensation plan. I'm going to share with you how to become a manager and why that's important. And effectively, if you personally enroll two members on a membership pack, then you are a manager if you have accumulated 500 in qualified volume. That's the absolute technical description of a manager. What I will tell you is that we build in threes, and you'll see why in just a minute. To maximize our compensation plan, to leave no money on the table, which is what the play is designed to do, is what we teach is we show you how to become a member, and then we show you how to get 3 people to do what you did, become a member. When you do that, you now have 500 points in volume, and you are a manager. Everything in our compensation plan, volume-wise, is divisible by 500. Therein comes the play. So if you know how to be a manager, you can go to the top of our compensation plan. Give you a great example. You join at $299, and we built this model, by the way, if you notice, on the minimum member pack, because I want you to understand there's no gotchas. You can maximize the comp plan if you and everybody you enrolled came in at $299. So you join at $299. What that does is there is 225 personal qualified volume points that are going to go to you. Then you have 3 people that join as members at $299. Each of those, 125 of those points get counted towards your volume. So there's 125 for each one of those. Each one of them individually would get 225 just like you did. But as a total organization, you recognize very quickly that there's 500 points there. You're going to earn $75 in cabs times 3. It's $225. Now, what we're assuming here is that each one of those people came in a different weekly pay period so that nothing doubles here. I wanted to make it as simple can be. Manager Elite, because you did it in 30 days or less, is going to pay you a rank advancement bonus of $100, and your monthly team commission for manager is $100. So in the worst case scenario, you would have made, in the slowest possible time, over the course of 30 days, let's say you're not a rock star, you don't do it in the first week, you don't do it in the second week or third week, but you do it by the time the end of the month comes along, you're going to get paid $425 for simply enrolling 3 people to become members here at Navan. Again, all built around us taking away the pressure of spending money at a time of uncertainty like we have today. So, okay, Trey, I get that, but now how does that get me to the top of the compensation plan? Very simple. If I teach you how to be a manager, in other words, you and 3 people. So I've showed you how to talk to, introduce, and enroll 3 people. My next conversation with you and your next conversation is, well, Trey, I'd like to continue to advance to the next rank and generate more income. I said, well, do you now know how to become a manager? Yeah, I enroll 3 people on membership packs. Do you think that you can show those 3 people what I showed you how to become a manager? Well, of course I can. So I simply have to go help those people get 3 people. Yes, that's all you do. You become what we call a manager making factory. And for every manager that you create, it's 500 in organizational volume to you. Therefore, you now have created an organization of 1,500 in organizational volume. You're a director. And wherever you want to go next, it's just about managers. You want to see the people that make the most money in our company, I could tie it directly to the person who creates the most managers. That's the simplest way to train the activity necessary to go build a compensation plan. Enroll, become a manager, teach the people that you enrolled how to become a manager, and never get bored with that process. Make it as simple and as easy as you can. Take away all the guesswork and just become a manager making factory, and you'll advance through our compensation plan. And what's even more important, folks, is you will not leave money on the table. We do not build in binary mindsets. We do not build in stacking mindsets. We don't do any of that stuff. Our compensation plan works from left to right, top to bottom. And because it's 100% of the volume applies, you don't care where the volume is. It's not relevant in our comp plan. It will be the hardest thing for most people to get their brain wrapped around. But yet, once you understand it, you're like, wow, I wish I would have had this before. It's as simple as wash, rinse, and repeat. If you never get bored with the basics and just become a manager making factory, you will maximize that compensation plan.